You're only 12 minutes in, Lee.
I have 8 more minutes. No, I'm
you have 8 more minutes?
Probably, somewhere around there.
Today I ate a Chiba Chew. I had to run around today and do a bunch of shit. And I had to go to the chiropractor. I had a meeting. And I went home and I popped this, a deck of Chiba Chew at like 1 o'clock. I was running a bunch of shit. I had to get plane tickets, just shit that's tedious. 3 plane tickets, hotel. I had to make a call. I had to send a few emails. And I ate this Chiba Chew. And after a while, the baby was asleep. I said, fuck, I'm going to go outside and get some sun and write some jokes. And I'm writing some jokes. And all of a sudden, this fucking Chiba Chew just fucking overwhelms me. Just fucking overwhelms me, right? And I had smoked some pot, and I actually put my head back. And I'm like, wow, this is fucking
I love when you get like that.
It had to be about 10 after 4, and I put my head back. And all of a sudden I heard, like, excuse me, and I look up, I'm like, this fucking salesman. And I look up, and it's Bergie, our friend Bergie, the Armenian. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, Bergie, I am fucked up, and he proceeds to tell me a story about his brother's arm is stuck like this forever. And that he has to, his mother has to put like a fucking pocket over here so he can keep his hand in there. But his hand is like this. And I'm like, did you get him a cape? And I'm fucking. But the funny thing was when he was telling me a story about his brother, it's like anybody else telling you a story about their family that has a disability, And at first, you want to keep it as serious as you can. But I'm going down deep with this Chiba Chew Decker. I just burst out fucking laughing in the poor guy's face. And it was so overwhelming that I burst out laughing that I almost fainted. Because I was so embarrassed that I was laughing that it lifted everything, the anxiety level.
Yeah.
But I couldn't keep it straight. And he kept going. Like, he has to keep his arm like this. And my mother made a jacket for him to stick his arm in. And I am
like Napoleon.
And I'm fucking freaking.
I'm surprised you let him keep telling you because
I
usually
couldn't
when you
tell
get
him to
high,
stop.
Did you get a cape like he's gonna hide his face in it?
Yeah, this is the way it's
like.
If my hand was permanent like this, I'd just get capes all day and walk sideways and walk down.
Walk sideways.
You have at least one cape in your closet. I know you.
I love them.
You have a cape somewhere.
Oh,
Wait, what happened to capes? When did they fall out?
When these fucking idiots start wearing tight jeans. Capes have been around forever. There's no way if you can't sling dick on a cape, you ain't slinging dick.
I want to
How long you been
cape.
married for?
I don't have a cape.
Listen,
my cape game sucks.
You get a black cape with a red interior.
I'm getting a purple cape.
Get a black cape with a red interior. And one night go, Leanne, I'll be right back. And come back balls ass naked underneath. And come in like this, like a heavy Bella, like Bella Lugosi in 52.
God.
Naked with the cape, they go fucking bananas. Women love fucking capes.
Capes are so functional.
Fucking
like,
functional.
if you got cold, I'd have a quilt cape. So almost like a Snuggie, so I could just wrap up in it. Oh, I love a fucking cape.
And something else happened when I was out there. Before Bergie came, I got the high going. So I'm sitting there minding my own business. And for some reason, this fucking iPhone, when somebody calls, it beeps, but it doesn't tell you who called.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you who's calling. So I have to hang up with the person and wait 5 minutes, and the call comes through. So I have to shut the thing off and maybe start it. You'll tell me how to do it. And my fucking other thing keeps asking me to upgrade. And every time I hit it, 10 pop-ups come on. I don't understand this fucking app thing. So, I got to have apps. I don't fucking get it. Just one time, hit me, and then move on with your life. Now, every 10 weeks, they want me to upgrade and do this. Get the fuck out of here. So...
You mean you're not going to wait in line for that new iPhone?
Oh, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow morning, nice and early, like a fucking moron that I am. I got better things to fucking do with my time than wait there so I could have the phone first. I can tell my idiot buddies I have it. Oh, you're so lucky because you stood in line like a fucking faggot. Yeah, that's great. What was I talking about?
About something that got your high going.
So
you should just get a homeless guy to stand in line for you. Just go, hey man, you're outside anyway.
I'm sure they would.
Give him $20 an hour. Like, that's what a real pimp would do. But these fucking idiots can't figure that out. God forbid they can't stay outside and tell themselves stories about fucking Alana Del Rey or whatever the fuck these kids talk about today. What the fucking bullshit they're talking about.
So what got your high going?
Carmine called me.
Oh, Jesus.
Carmine Balzano called me. This dude that he met. This fucking 74-year-old guy that I grew up in his house. So when I looked at the thing, it said no caller ID on it. So I thought it was my uncle. So I go, Theo, what's happened? And he goes, what are you fucking talking about? It's Carmine. I go, hey, Mr. B, what's going on? He goes, I've had something on my mind for the last 3 days. I really want to tell you. I go, what's up? And he goes, the other night I'm eating fucking whatever dinner and I'm by myself and I see that this De Niro Stallone movie's coming on. So I say, what the fuck? Let me watch it. So I start watching the movie, and you pop up, and Joey, my world stopped. He goes, the dish fell out of my fucking hand. He goes, I had seen you in that movie, The Longest Mile, whatever the fuck that was. But this is real. He goes, and he was hysterical. You with that fucking half a homo Adam Sandler fucking and that fucking yam fucking Chris Rock. But he goes, you're with De Niro and whatever. He goes, you look good. He goes, I gotta tell you. He goes, I thought of your mother in that casket and how she would be fucking proud of you. And he goes, you know, he goes, it's baffled me for the last 3 days that in all those dinners you ate at my house and all those basketball games and all the trips you took with my family, I never fucking pinned you for an actor or a comedian. But he goes, I want to tell you that I'm proud of you and you look good. I love you. And he hung up. He's 70-something years old. And guys, it destroyed my insides.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
This is not like some fucking agent telling me that I did a good job. This isn't my wife or even Bert or Lee saying, hey, it was a good job. This is a guy that saw me before my demise. He was there when I was just a young fucking kid. When I was just a fucking... That's me at his house, you know? That's him. That's Carmine right there with my buddies at his fucking 50th birthday. That's the Mafia. That number 63 and the guy next to him, that's the beginning of the Genovese fucking crime family when they were young. Right there. That's that fucking 3 of those 8 guys right there, fucking organized crime. But that's the way we turned out. But, you know, that was me. I was just an innocent fucking kid. And all of a sudden my mom died, and I got into crimes, and I got arrested. And every time I'd see him, he'd still give me a hug. But I could see he was walking wounded because I was one of his kids. I was from his neighbor. He was a fucking detective. How am I doing blow and doing drugs and robbing houses? So, you know what, man? I made him really proud, and I could hear it in his voice. Like, he has nothing left now. You know, that is a demolition of an American family. When I met Carmine, he had a wife and 4 kids.
What happened to his kids?
One kid died in a car accident in the 8th grade, the one I hung out with.
Oh, fuck.
And then...
Fuck.
After that, the mother died of cancer. He divorced her. You know, the kids stopped talking to him. Jimmy moved to Florida. Frankie and him went to war. So he talks to Pete. He lives in a 1-bedroom apartment. Ask Lee. He still hasn't slept on the bed because his wife that he had died on that bed. So he hasn't changed the sheets or moved the bed. The imprint of her lying is still on the fucking bed. Yeah, he told me this. He goes, I don't sleep on the bed. That's for her. She sleeps on the bed. Shit. So it's like he's a 74-year-old lone man. But all that withstanding, it was like the best call I've ever had. Like when somebody called you and said, I watched this on a plane and you did a great job. That's great. You're in the business. But this guy knew me before I even talked about movies or stand-up or stupidity.
That's essentially one of your fathers.
I was just a virgin of a kid when I started going to his house. I was just a virgin kid that I was open for knowledge, and I just wanted to be liked, and I wanted to play basketball.